Oh shit.
Now.
Being live streamed.
Yes, we're being live streamed.
Hello. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Again.
Hello and welcome to Animated Dudes
shit.
Podcast.
Now.
Who is everybody?
Yes, we're being live
That
streamed.
sounds familiar.
Hello.
I'm Jim Davis, creator of Garfield.
I'm Jim Davis, the actor from the 30s.
Okay.
I'm a Yoshi obsessor and Jack Spicer enthusiast.
Give your at.
I'm the guy that draws all these pictures you're looking at.
Cool.
Wait, Shade, who are you?
Oh, I am a YouTuber. I make gorillas videos.
Do you?
And I do other stuff soon.
Well, what kind of gorillas videos?
Like videos about like the history of gorillas, kind of like I did a video about the canceled Gorillas movie.
Yeah, what's that called? Celebrity Harvest, was it?
Yeah, Celebrity Harvest, yeah.
I should have made that. Oh,
then there wouldn't be Demon Days because they put all their ideas from Celebrity Harvest into Demon Days.
Yeah, like Noodle's background and that.
Maybe the soundtrack would have been Demon Days. Who knows?
But did you hear about what Jamie Hewlett's son is doing?
What's he doing?
Jamie Hewlett's son has been making a gorillas documentary, and it's going to be released early next year.
Awesome.
It's like focused. Yeah, it's focused around phase 3, 4, and 5.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's like bananas too.
Is any of it going to be animated?
I'm not sure. I think it's literally just like fuckery between Damon and Jamie.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What more could you ask
Sorry.
for?
That's thundering near where I am.
So, what's the first topic or news or?
We don't really have any since nothing happened in 2 days, so we were just gonna go right to like the subject matter, theme parks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I love
you
theme
start,
parks.
Nesska. I don't know what to say. I'll ride on your tailwind.
Well, Toy Story Land's going to be opening June 30th in Disney Hollywood.
Just in time for the 4th movie.
Oh yeah.
What about that freaking Star Wars section of Tomorrowland is coming soon, I'm pretty sure, and they had like all this promotional stuff for it. It was pretty neat. You can see it actually from Fantasyland. I went like I went like 6 months ago, but I was actually able to see it, and I was like really excited about that. But like
cool.
the entire, like some of that, like most of the park where they're doing that is closed off, so it's really neat.
Nice.
It's like you're getting an unauthorized sneak preview.
Yeah, kinda. They do their best to hide it, though.
Well, let's just imagine you just break in with a crowbar.
Well, there's only so much they can actually hide or keep hidden, you know?
Like,
I mean, that's what they tried doing for the King Kong thing, but people would just go to, well, the King Kong thing at Universal Studios at Islands of Adventure. I mean, it's an okay ride. If anything, the queue was a lot better. They have like a scare actor and this animatronic that they have of this witch doctor lady that's chanting in, I guess, the Islanders speech. That honestly, that part's a lot of fun than the screen. Like it's like a 360 screen. It's called Skull Island or Kong. It's a pretty fun ride.
Yeah, I think Disney been doing that since like the 60s or something. I think it was the YouTuber Defunksland. He was talking about that in like a new video he did. Really cool.
It looks like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is going to be arriving in 2019, so like just a year from now, but it looks pretty sick right now.
Just in time for the new movie.
Yeah.
Since I'm going in like a month, actually I'm going in like 2 weeks, so I'm gonna check out what the construction looks like right now and try and sneak some pictures. But honestly, it's really hard to like even pop your head in because they have so many barricades. So yeah.
Don't want to ruin the magic.
I mean, really. There's this really tiny sliver where you can look into the construction site near I think Critter Country, and I was just
And
trying
not
to, like,
get
be all
caught.
sneaky and shit. Yeah, pretty much. Like,
Is it?
yeah.
And when you look in, is it just like some big builder eating a sandwich?
Pretty much.
Like
yeah.
sitting on his toolbox.
The strange
No, it's-
thing is that, like, what I remember was just, like, giant white walls. Like, they've pretty much hidden the construction site, period. They have a wall to hide that away, but they're also hiding the construction site itself. So it's actually pretty surreal, because it's just, like, this blank slate. But, yeah, it's strange.
I thought it'd be like the Simpsons episode where Bart and Lisa go on like that ghost train, and they go past the mechanic, and he's just like, boo. He's like fixing one of the like, what was it? Was it like Dracula? Was it like a coffin or something? He was just fixing like the fuse. He was like, boo.
Well, I guess one little thing that I've been keeping up with on this website that I go to about theme park news, I don't know. I know that I think they said around 2019 or so they wanted to open, or they're gonna start putting in like Nintendo, because Nintendo and Universal. I mean, since 2015 they announced it that they're gonna be making Nintendo Land. Originally, people were thinking that they were gonna get rid of Kids Zone and Orlando to just pretty much squeeze in all of the Nintendo rides. But through the grapevine, apparently Universal's been trying to acquire, and I think they almost have all the land that they need. It's not very big, but it is a little farther away from Islands of Adventure and USO, which is Universal Studios Orlando. But apparently what I've been hearing is that they're going to have, well, it's just rumors until Universal confirms that it's true. But I've been reading and hearing that they're going to be adding, or that's where they're going to have the Super Mario World and the Donkey Kong Coaster, and that they're also trying to acquire, I guess, like licensing rights to use Middle Earth, like the Lord of the Rings, because that other park is going to be so far away from Universal Studios and, well, the other two parks. Since Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure, you can actually, it's better to buy a park-to-park pass because you can go on the Harry Potter train back and forth through the ride than rather having to walk out and go all the way to the front. Well, what I've been reading is that they're going to try their best. I'm not sure how they're going to do it, whether they're going to use a warp tunnel or something, but they're going to try and make some sort of thing where they can connect you from that other park all the way to the other two main parks on the main section of
like you walk.
They could just fucking take the entire mechanics of the monorail and just steal it, rebrand it to make it non-Disney.
Well, that's the thing. They can't really use like a train system to get to the other side of the park because they have to worry about them not getting in the way of people's living kind of deal.
Right.
Like with theme parks, they have to go past through a lot of things, like with the city, to make sure that they're not disrupting everybody's living. One thing that I'm super excited about, though, with the announcement of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, I know that they wanted to have a sort of a Pokemon park kind of deal. What I've been reading, I'm not sure exactly where they're going to put it. I think they were saying that they wanted to put it next to where Simpsons Land is and where ET's at in Universal Studios Orlando. Like I was saying, going back to the Let's Go Eevee, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they have those little Pokeball cons. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of excited for how that's gonna be incorporated into the theme park. Yeah.
I wonder if for the Mario bit they'll have a Mario Kart, a race track.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, they are. You haven't seen any of the pictures or whatever, the concept art and stuff like that? It's
I haven't.
Half 3D glasses with using practical effects and stuff like that.
Oh my god, I love that idea.
I drive in the Waluigi cars.
It's my good buddy. Say hi, Pam.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Stephanie.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I'm being accompanied by Stephanie.
Yeah.
I stole them.
Oh, Stephanie sounds like a 12-year-old going through puberty.
That's terrible.
I'm sorry. Well, they love you.
Domino's being sick mean.
I love Stephanie so much.
Mm. What is this called? Am I in like some weird fever dream?
No.
I'm saying.
This is some weird. I feel like if I wake up, I'll just be on my bed like half dead.
Yeah.
Well, I am
I'm
in a
being
cold
sick,
sweat
okay.
right now, but that's because it's in the middle of the summer and I'm hot and it's Alabama.
Yeah.
It's thundering outside.
I'm in the UK and it's like freaking boiling and it's like nearly 12 in the night.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
I got
so what's
that
y'all's
mood
favorite
air
theme
conditioner.
park?
The only theme park
sorry.
park I've ever been to was Dollywood. It was okay.
Hollywood.
Yeah, Dollywood
Huh.
was a place built by Dolly Parton, and
Oh.
like, since we don't have the money to travel far enough to go to an actual amusement park, this shoddy I'm scared to go on any of these wood-built rides will have to do.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, that kind of reminds me of like my childhood in Knoebels in like Ellisburg, Pennsylvania, near where my grandparents were. So like we'd go there all the time, and they have these super old wooden roller coasters. So that's pretty much what I'm really passionate about. I really like the history of that park and everything. It's crazy how much work they put into like restoring a lot of these things. So I'd probably have to say like, the funny thing is that me and Nesska balance each other out because Nesska is more interested in Universal and I'm more interested in Disney. So I know a lot about Disney, but I don't really know shit about Universal. So it's always cool to talk to her because I'm just like, okay, what's happening here? What's happening here? I've literally never been to Universal except for City Walk, which I usually go to every year because it's free. You can just walk in. If you don't have tickets to the park, you can just get right in, and they have a shit ton of shopping, some really cool restaurants, and they have these really strange, giant, like, monitors, and they have, like, concerts there. Man, it's crazy. It's really overwhelming, but it's really neat, and I love, the architecture there, and all the massive, like, lights and displays and everything. I mean, I'd say it's worth, like... I mean, I'm surprised they don't charge you to get in there because it's pretty much like the Universal Studios experience without having to pay for it. I'd say it's comparable to Disney Springs, but owned by Universal, so that's pretty much what it is. But it's really cool.
Oh, I got a really good park. Have you guys heard of Action Park?
Yes, I love Action Park.
Oh, that's my favorite. I love smacking my head on the cannonball run.
Honestly,
Wow.
I really, it's kind of been my dream to go there. Even if I won't go on rides, I still want to take a shit ton of photos. And
Yeah.
so the weird thing about Action Park is that they have reopened, but
They
not
changed the
only
name.
have they reopened, I mean, they literally like built a hospital not a mile away from the park. And
Oh god, they know.
People are like, no, it's not related. It's just a hospital that they
shit.
built. And I'm like,
Oh shit, they know.
know.
Is there a cemetery close?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just go through the entire process right here.
Like you see on one of the gravestones, and it's just like the past owner of Action Park saying he was a cool dude.
Yeah, you know, they got rid of a lot of things, but they also still have a lot of things.
Yeah.
The wave pool is what they got rid of. I
There-
think they might
there was
still
that-
have the action, like the alpine slides.
I'm not sure because someone died by like falling off that.
I'm checking it out right now.
Is that like loop, like the big loop?
The
like the
Cannonball
Sonic
Loop
loop.
slide, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
was closed.
Aw.
So the 2014 revival, they have they pretty much like re-brought in the Action Point brand, and they decided to just bring it back and be like, hey, we're that badass water park.
Yeah,
Come
like-
on and still visit. But
Forget the death. But you know,
yeah, they don't.
we
have
had the crazy ghosters. Forget the
They,
death, but what?
I mean, they have what is it, that like cliff with the diving
Oh,
or whatever that's
oh, yeah.
still really dangerous, but yeah, they have it, the Tarzan swing or whatever. And
Yeah.
obviously the depth of the water, and like depending on how much you weigh, or if you're weak and you can't swim that well, it's probably not a great idea. So
Wasn't it like wasn't the cliff like a 20-meter high cliff, and the
It's a
pool was
pretty-
only like 6 meters, like 7
Yeah.
or so meters?
oh yeah, it's something all right.
I do have
Yeah.
a good experience with wave pools. Like, it's not really a theme park, but there is a place called Point Mallard Water Park where we got over here, and it's got this like its big
Okay.
highlight is obviously its huge wave pool,
Yeah.
and that's like and for people that aren't that can't swim very well, they rent out floaties and like flotation devices, and they have like a whole gift shop in there.
Oh, you mean float? Right, sorry.
Yeah, like-
floaty something else.
Yeah.
Flotation.
Like when someone defecates in the pool, they're like, "Oh my god, it's a floaty," and then everyone runs off.
Oh gosh, no! I'm talking about the
Sorry.
big like plastic
Go
things
on
you
with-
blow up.
Okay, go on with your wholesome story.
Awesome. All right, so they've got some like weird water rides along with like a lazy river and like your classic like loop to loop slides. They've got things like an actual scale Olympic race pool, the aforementioned wave pool, and this weird kids ride. I can't remember what it's called specifically, but I think it was like basically a big drop, but with water.
So like a flume.
I guess.
Don't know. Wait, was it one of those ones where you're like standing upright and then the floor disappears?
Oh heck no.
Those ones are pretty.
I would never do that.
I think my dad went on it, and when I said, he said, "Fuck that, I'm not doing that again."
What are y'all's guys' opinions on overseas Cartoon Network like attraction rides that they have? I think it's in like what is it, like Dubai? I'm not too sure. I know Cartoon Network has their water in Singapore.
Oh,
I think.
Yeah, Singapore.
Oh, I didn't even know this existed. It looks awesome. I
Yeah,
want
neither did I.
I never had one.
I wish I had
I
money.
wish they had that in America.
Not Nickelodeon. Cartoon Network has their own water park in Singapore, and I know they have like a Cartoon Network, like it's an indoor park, but super hot. So yeah, like they have an indoor air conditioned park where a lot of their rides are pretty much just dark rides where you shoot at things for points. Essentially, they have a Adventure Time. It's just kind of like the People Mover of just Adventure Time. So,
I like that idea. That's cool.
though, I mean,
Oh yeah.
honestly, I don't think the rides look all that fun, but it's just fun to see that they have like really big props so you can go take pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Also,
went-
Gotta love the fiberglass.
I went to
props.
Nickelodeon Universe at the Mall of America.
What'd you do there?
Went on the SpongeBob ride. Like it was all right.
What's
That's a good.
SpongeBob, right?
That's a good review.
Rock
Great story,
bottom.
Shane.
Is it rock bottom plunge? Rock
Hey-
bottom.
Hey
Plunge.
kid, what did you think of Blocko Land? It was alright.
Yeah.
There were some places like I really wanted to go to Legoland
I
when they
rode-
first announced it, or when I first
Yeah.
heard about it.
I think I went to Legoland like multiple times as a child, but I never remember it. And to be honest, I kind of want to go again to see what it's like. But
I've
I'm
heard
too
that.
old for that shit.
I've heard it's not as good, but I don't know. There's reviews online.
Yeah, I went to the Legoland Discovery Center in Chicago, and they had this like one ride, and it wasn't that good. And then they had the 4D movie, but all it was like bad 3D, and bubbles came out like of the ceiling, like bubbles.
Oh, so like that ants fucking Bugs Life ride at Animal Kingdom where they like shoot you.
Oh, I went to that. I also went to the Shrek ride.
I've never
um,
heard of that.
It's like one of those 4D experience things where
But
you get
you don't even
sprayed
have
on
to
and everything.
You don't even have to go to the park to experience that. They pretty much
Huh?
released it on what was it? The special
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
I mean,
it's
like,
kinda just
well, you say that, but come on, wouldn't you like to get like shat on by a donkey?
Or by Shrek.
don't get shut on by donkey. Don't spread lies.
You don't
If
get
anything,
shot by donkey.
It speaks for itself. I don't actually remember it that much. All I just remember is my granddad at the time said like, "Oh, this was a pile of shit. I don't like this at all." So I didn't want to get like farted on by a donkey or whatever.
How about another?
y'all guys remember
Yeah.
Nickelodeon Studios being at Universal and being able to ride Jimmy Neutron, Nixon Blast? That was
I never was able to do that. I'm so so jealous of literally anybody who went to Universal as a kid because I never went.
Hang on. Let me.
Yeah, those Marvel rides are gonna disappear soon.
What? I didn't even get a chance to ride the Hulk one. When I went to Universal, it was broken.
What do you mean?
Still, well,
No, the
they
whole
still
ride's
have the
back up and
rights
running.
to-
They're just
I
doing
know, but-
maintenance.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I went in like 2016, I was like, I want to go on the Hulk ride, and then it was like, oh fuck, it's closed. They closed it for maintenance. I was like, no, I don't want to go.
A lot of
apparently, Universal owns the rights to the word Marvel for theme parks, so Disney has to call their like land Avengers Land or something. They can't use the word Marvel.
Avengers Land.
Avengers.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I know Universal can. Well, this was like way back when Marvel was its own thing. It wasn't bought out by Disney yet, but Universal can still keep the Hulk roller coaster, like their superhero island, I think it's called. Marvel Superhero Island, I think that's what it's called at Islands of Adventure. The way that the contract works, it doesn't like. I mean, if that was true, like if they had to take it down because Disney owns it, then they would have to take down Simpsons. But like with the contracts, like they're kind of airtight, especially that one. Like I know Universal can keep using Marvel, like at least the characters that they have for their park, they can still use the X-Men, Spider-Man, which is like their most popular one at that side of the park, as long as they keep the maintenance, which is why that Hulk coaster when you went was probably down because they have to keep maintenance. If not, then like it kind of nulls the contract and Disney can like back, But like if anything, like contracts with theme parks, like they're kind of airtight. It doesn't matter who owns what, as long as they keep maintenance and make sure that the rides are working and all that. But speaking about like things that people own, something that I guess I'm kind of a little passionate about. I really, really, really love Terminator, and at Universal Studios they closed down Terminator 2, the show, back in, I think it was last year, October 8th, 2017. They closed it down. And I heard rumors that they were going to be replacing it with either the Bourne Ultimatum or Star Trek. And I thought to myself, oh, you know what? They're not going to be stupid. Of course they would pay licensing fees and shit like that or whatever to be able to use Star Trek, because that could be like their little galaxy far, far away kind of deal. But no, apparently they're going to be going with the Bourne Ultimatum because they don't want to have to pay licensing. Like, I did the work of looking back to see like what other action things they could use besides, them making the supercharged Fast and the Furious, mind you. I highly recommend looking up that ride point of view kind of deal, because it's so bad. Like, if anything, a third grade play could probably do better acting than the way that they handled that ride. It quite literally, amongst like I guess theme park people that pay attention and keep up with stuff like that, it's like considered a dumpster fire. They essentially wasted so much money making a ride that was honestly not that good.
There was a really good Star Wars one I went on. It was called Star Tours. It was
Star Tours is great.
Yeah, it's a mix between a 4D cinema like a experience and like a D-box kind of thing where the seats move. So that's pretty cool. That was pretty fun.
I am super obsessed with Space Mountain. I could go on about Space Mountain for forever. Honestly, I love everything about that ride. So pretty much anything in like Tomorrowland is really cool in my opinion. Like, I just love the overall aesthetic of it. Like, to be honest, I know there's like a lot of rides that I wish were still, you know, at Disney World that got removed, like Alien Encounter and that kind of thing, but like, I don't know, I really love Tomorrowland. So I actually haven't been on Star Tours yet because
you'll like it. You'll like it. That's good.
yeah, I'm sure I would. I'm not completely sure what it is. I think it's like, I mean, yeah, it's a 4D movie type thing. I don't know how to feel about 4D movies, but I would probably give it a chance anyways.
It's also the Simpsons, the Simpsons one.
Oh man, my first 4D movie, I did not expect like water to spit up in my face.
Homer comes up and punches you in the jaw.
But I remember I saw this, like, anyone remember Happy Feet, that movie about the penguins?
Yes.
I loved that movie when I was a kid, but apparently at my local aquarium, in the Baltimore aquarium, they had like a 4D movie of Happy Feet for whatever reason, where he's getting like fucking chased down by a shark.
Oh my gosh.
That was the most unpleasant thing I've ever watched, because there was this little nub at the back of your seat that literally stabbed you in the back, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, why am I here? It was horrible.
Look, if Happy Feet's gonna suffer, you have to suffer. Sorry. Well, actually, what's better, Happy Feet or Surf's Up?
Both
Surf's.
were really good.
Okay.
I remember Surf's Up better.
Okay, what do you?
So they're actually really cool.
Yeah, Surf's Up.
Surf's Up. Okay. Yeah, I'd say Surf's Up.
I do have a weird memory. There was a 4D ride at Coke World. Now what you thinking?
Coke?
Like Coca-Cola World. It's in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, like in their own separate. Oh, I didn't know they had their own separate. But I remember them. They had their own little section in. I think it was Epcot.
No, they got their own building and everything.
Yeah,
you gotta buy tickets into it.
Oh, okay. The thing in Epcot was pretty cool. I mean, there were a different flavor of Cokes, like
Oh, let me tell you something. We went on a 4D.
Sprite, there's like, yeah.
We went on a 4D ride, right? And afterwards, like after I got sprayed in the face and something stabbed me, like you did, it was a it was a dragonfly, I think. Anyway, an associate lady comes up and says, "Oh, I think we have some drinks from around the world. We'd like you to try. Make sure you try the one from Italy. It's one you'll never forget." And they did, and they had like soda fountains filled with drinks from around the world, of course. And
they did that with us. I had that as well.
You drank the Italy stuff, and you immediately did a spit take because it was disgusting.
It was, yeah.
I wanted to like, oh, that lady.
There's also like a root beer one that didn't taste nice at all.
It made my muscles do things I didn't know it could do.
It was already. I remember. I think it was Sprite. It was like watermelon. That was actually pretty. That was pretty damn good.
I ended up trying Coke Vanilla for the first time that day.
Really?
Yep, I loved it. It helped to wash the Italy out of my mouth.
The taste of Italy.
Yes, I'm pretty sure they just scraped up Italy water from whatever that.
All right, you're banned from.
is.
Okay, you're banned from visiting Italy. Thanks. I was gonna surprise you on a trip, and thanks. All right, Shade, do you want to come with me?
Okay, I want to talk about a local theme park near me.
Okay.
I live near Branson, Missouri, and there's a place called Silver Dollar City. It's like an 1800s themed theme park.
Really?
Yeah, and there's I've rode like all the roller coasters there. It's a really fun place.
That's cool. Didn't they? Backing up a little bit, I went to the Tower of Terror because I like the Twilight Zone. They got rid of that, didn't? Well, they got rid of one of them for
They did.
like
the
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's kind of. I guess getting rid of one might not really hurt. At least keep one. Don't get rid of all of them.
Yeah, of course.
Because I don't know. When I think classic, I think more Twilight Zone, the film that came out a few years ago.
Yeah. I kind of wish it was still Twilight Zone, to be honest, because it was that particular spot in the park of California Adventure is supposed to be more of a throwback towards just like older movies and older just TV shows. So the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror fits so perfectly in there.
Yeah.
And I don't have anything wrong with like Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's great.
It just doesn't fit well.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I just miss the Tower of Terror.
I just really like dig the 1950s vibe in Hollywood studios. That's what I really loved about it. But it's you've got all like these classic films that you might walk past like a portrait of like Frank Sinatra or something, and then you're like, oh, there's Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
Or there's like a big like person walking as like Grease or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just hope they keep one of them. Because that was really fun.
Yeah.
There was also another experience. It was the Transformers ride. That was actually kind of fun. I don't know the movies, but that was actually kind of fun. The Spider-Man, like the theater experience, like the 4D. I think that was good.
Yeah. So what are your, does anyone have any childhood experiences like going to Disneyland? Because I remember going there. I was too afraid to go on the rides, but I remember riding the Dumbo ride and maybe the Buzz Lightyear ride, like where you go in the air.
I remember getting lost at Disney and trying to ask for. Okay, so I went to Disney World at the Magic Kingdom, and I was really entranced by some posters that they had for, I don't know what attraction it was, but I was supposed to be standing next to my dad, and next thing I look, he was gone in the sea of people. You can just imagine it's freaking world. I was this little kid. I was about like maybe 10, I guess, maybe 9. I'm not too sure. I do the smart thing and ask a lady, have you seen these people? I described the shirt like it was like an orange shirt or something, and then a group of people with orange shirts passed by, and so she asked me, Are you okay? And I told her, and me being an idiot, being, I don't know, I was an idiot kid. I was like, no, I'm fine. So I went to go follow that group, went into a store, and was freaking out because I didn't know where my family was. I ended up remembering we were gonna go see this show. So I walked that way, and in Magic Kingdom, there's like this giant carousel, which I ended up finding my dad, and my dad looks at me and goes, "You don't want to see your mom now." She's not one of those kind of people where it's like, oh, mijita, my little baby, I can't believe I found you. No, she grabbed my shoulder and was like, don't you ever leave my side again. At that point, I kind of wish I
my mom snaps between those depending on who's looking.
Curious Nesska was a little bit too curious that day.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, all right. Here's one of my experiences.
That's not terrible. It's just she's fine. She's with the right family, I think.
Anyway,
I came back to Texas. Yeah, I think this was the right fam.
Okay, that's good. No, it's just one of your parents were actually in like that crowd of orange shirted people. It's like, oh my god, no.
Oh yeah. So, all right. When I was like, I want to say, like 9, me and my family were going to a place called Southern Adventures. It was a local, and not really a theme park. It was only a few attractions, but one of the biggest attractions was a go-kart track. And I was just barely tall enough to get into it for the first time, and I didn't get to co-pilot with my dad because there was like 2 seated ones. I was all by myself, and of course I sucked. I came in last place, but it was in the final lap. I didn't know it was the final lap, so they closed off, like they had this like railroad like arm that closes off the track to people, so that way you can't just keep going in endlessly. So they closed it off, and I didn't notice until I was like a few feet away from it. And it was either that or turn left into a huge wall of metal and tires. So what I did was the stupidest thing possible. I closed my eyes, reared as far left as the steering wheel would go, and somehow I parked perfectly. I opened my eyes. I'm in no tire marks, nothing on the car, nothing on me, and everybody is staring at me. To this day, I still don't know what I did.
Like Jeremy Clarkson. Damn. It's quite a tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember at Disneyland there was Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Does anyone remember that?
No.
I remember, I'm not old enough, but I remember seeing videos on it, so.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, like, there was a cat or something. Wait, cat. There's like a giant cat or something. I don't know what it was, but I was scared of it and I left.
Oh.
There was a giant cat.
He's like, giant cat? Nope, I'm out.
Well, I'd have to rewatch it, but I was.
Hang on, give me a second. Alright. How long have we been doing this for?
I don't freaking know. We've been live for 48 minutes.
Okay, I'm getting out of breath. Just... Alright.
Anyway.
Rest in peace.
But oh yeah, I remember that that light show at Disney, or it's near the water. There's like what's it called?
Phantasmic, I think.
I remember that. I think it was. Yeah, Phantasmic. That was awesome. I remember that.
I wish I went on this, but wasn't there like a Hanna-Barbera ride? In like Universal or something.
I think.
It was like I don't know. You just go from room to room, and it just show you different. I don't know. Ness or Pan might know. I'm not sure.
Know about what?
There was like a Hanna-Barbera, like in quotations, ride.
Wacky World of
Yeah,
Barbera.
the Wacky World
There
of
we
Barbera. It essentially was kind of like
Yeah, cheers, man.
yeah, it essentially was kind of like the Jimmy Neutron Nicktoon Blast go through the world or whatever.
Yeah, that's
on
what-
Hanna-Barbera.
That's actually kind of cool.
I'm so. Wish I went on that. That looks so cool. It's like a really niche thing, but it's like I don't know. Well, niche, I guess. People like if you just advertise like oh, look, it's Hanna-Barbera. Who? The guys who made the Flintstones and Scooby Doo. I was like, oh, I remember that.
I guess you could kind of say the same thing about Toon Lagoon at Islands of Adventure. It's nothing but comic strip characters, like Sunday comic strip characters.
Yeah, there's like
I mean,
there was like
who
there's like
really
Kathy
is
there.
reading Yeah.
Oh, there's like Kathy there and Heathcliff.
Is there a Dilbert ride?
No,
That'd be boring.
There's a Popeyes like raft ride and
Yeah.
Dudley Do Rides rips.
Ah, that's cool.
My sister would not agree with me. I kept saying to her, I was like, dude, it's not Garfield. And she was like, no, this is Garfield. You just don't know. It's like, no, it's called Heathcliff. It's like, no, it's Garfield. They just drew him differently. It's like, it's not Garfield.
Oh, this was a Looney Tunes land, but they actually instead of going with like a Looney Tunes land where you would be entering through like the Warner Brothers, I think it was Warner Brothers. Yeah, like they had like this giant thing you would just walk through to like get through the land. And I forgot what happened, but they just went ahead and just went with the comic strip things because at Islands of Adventure, one of the really cool things about it that at least that I find really cool is that well, compared to Universal Studios, over there at Universal Studios, a lot of it is a lot of shows. Like you can watch the Blues Brothers. At one point, they used to have these people dress up like Ghostbusters, and they would be in the New York prop section area, and they would do like a little
cool.
musical skit. But see, at Universal Studios, all of that was themed on the movies. But at Islands of Adventure, everything there was themed off of books, which is why they went with which is why I assume they went with the comic strip characters, because I mean it kind of reads. I mean, it kind of just reads into itself with it being a part of literature,
Oh,
and
nice,
then also
nice pun.
I don't know. I just found that little bit of information pretty cool. Because, like,
Nice.
you know, Jurassic Park was a book first, kind of.
Hmm.
I keep forgetting that. I always thought it was a movie.
Yes.
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh, it's a really
Yeah.
amazing book. I highly
It is
recommend
good.
reading it if you guys
I
like
should
to
really read
Yeah,
it.
I should read it.
It's really good. I got it somewhere on my shelf. But yeah, it's really good.
Hang on. Is the Nickelodeon Hotel closed?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my god, I used to see like.
As a kid,
commercials
that
for
was the one place I wanted to go on vacation because I'm right next to Florida.
I used to get so hyped over that. I would be like, "Oh my god, mom, enter the freaking sweepstakes to get into the Nickelodeon hotel," because they used to have like ticket giveaways or something like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, "Hell yeah!" You know, they used to have like themed rooms as well. Like what was it, like SpongeBob and shit. Like,
Yeah, that huge slime
neat.
bucket they poured over you.
Yeah, that was cool.
And they had
What?
live shows.
Like you, like in the middle of, it'd be like 3 a.m, and then just kids would jump out like, "Hey, you got slimed."
You get no rest in the Nickelodeon.
You go to get ice out of
It's a dog
the out of
fruit
the
roll-up for your
hallway. And,
troubles.
you go to get ice out of the hallway, and it's just like frozen Kool-Aid. It's like
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
my
and-
life right now.
The dad starts getting angry. It's like, here's a Ren and Stimpy cigar for your trouble.
Someone in a SpongeBob mascot costume corners you in the hallway and throws slime at you.
It's like, don't talk don't
That's why
don't
they
talk
closed
about
it.
it. Don't talk about that documentary I once did. Let's not talk about that. Let's just say it was unofficial, okay? But come on, SpongeBob, we all know. We all know. Don't try to hide it.
Just imagine like your wake up call is somebody's banging on your door. All right, I'm up. What do you want? And they just like.
Are you ready, kid?
That's way better than what I was gonna say. Yes.
It's like Doug. Doug just starts knocking on your door.
You just hear
It's like, no, please.
like you
Quail,
For coffee.
Quail man, I'm fine.
you faintly hear.
Oh, he's humming. He's humming.
Oh wait, I thought you were talking about Dilbert for a second. That's why I said
No.
he asked you for coffee, and I was like, wait a second.
What?
Wait, if you start singing that song, you know what Doug Walker's reaction's going to be. Oh.
Let's get Doug Walker in here.
Oh.
Okay, if he is, I'm probably not going to be there because I'm just going to keep making jokes, and I don't really feel like doing that. So. I'm sure he's a nice guy. It's just that he's totally memeable.
Very much.
Very meaningful.
Has a very,
Very
memeable
memeable.
face.
Like
Yeah.
his receding hairline, and
That's Jake
well, he actually
Paul.
has no hair. He has no hair now, so because he shaved it off in a review, and it's not grown back.
I have
Oh
a question
no.
for you guys.
Yeah, sure.
If you could have a theme park or like a themed area kind of deal, like okay, like for example, like Nintendo Land's gonna be a theme area. What themed area would you like to see at a theme park, like that you think might actually?
Oh man, there's so many ideas. Hang on, let me look through my notebook.
Or maybe
choose
like
one.
a. Oh, I know. Maybe it could be like a big mansion, and it's like a Sherlock Holmes kind of thing, like the old '40s movies. With
Like a LA
Yeah,
Noir
yeah.
kind of thing.
yeah, like a Basil Rathcroft kind of thing.
You
Maybe
know
like a
what would be
Doctor
great?
Who land.
Oh, that'd be
Did
cool.
you say like a theme park location based on a specific form of media or just an idea you have?
Like just like I remember at one point I was really obsessed with like trying to figure out how, like for example, one thing that I would really love to see is like CN City getting brought to life. In a
Oh
theme
my
park.
gosh, yes.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I just kind of feel like it would be really cool. Like you could have like a Foster's Home where, like maybe it's like a roller coaster and the roller coaster train looks like the Foster bus or something. And the whole point is you're trying to get the you're part of the imaginary
Imaginary Friends crew.
trying
That'd
to
be cool.
get to someplace.
I want
That's
to.
awesome.
I want to like travel to Lakewood Plaza Turbo and just like I don't know, have some lightning nachos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they did
Yeah, like how
at
some of them
Comic
even have,
Con.
like, a little
I know at Comic Con, but I'm
section,
talking like
for example,
to scale building.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah, I want to go to Simpsons World.
oh, that's fun.
have a Krusty Burger.
I
I've
I,
had
re-
one.
I recommend getting a flaming mo. Yeah, they're quite tasty.
Flaming Mo.
Yeah, it's Have you tried it?
Yes, I have.
Is it this one I had? It's essentially just like Tango fizzy drink with like dry ice in it. That's pretty much it. But I don't know. I like Tango or Fanta or whatever it was. What else? There was also Krusty Burger, which was nice. That was nice. Oh, there's also like free
everybody
types of
always-
stuff as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I want to try it. I want to try the food at Universal, but everybody
Yeah.
always raves about like the Harry Potter World butterbeer.
Oh, no,
And I
it's-
don't know shit about Harry Potter, but that sounds pretty pleasant.
I'm gonna
You
be
get
honest.
fat and drunk at the same time.
I actually didn't like Harry. I actually didn't like Harry Potter that much. I didn't really. Everyone, my whole my whole family
I
like
agree
ran
with
into
the
the Harry Potter bit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna see Harry Potter, and oh, look at the dragon, so cool, and oh, there's butterbeer, and I'm like, I don't really.
All right, so I think I've said.
Can I just go back to like Simpsons, please?
So you guys are aware of Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
They had a map called Blizzard
Right,
World.
right.
So I wanted like a real life Blizzard World where I could just go and like. Oh man, I loved like the way they modeled it in the game was just so awesome, and they had all these far off places in the background. I want to see that in real
Yeah.
life. I want to walk around there.
Like real.
But if I can meet Tracer, I'll be a happy man.
Just like a Tracer
They
costume.
should really make a Blizzard theme park.
Oh, they should.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have like the
Actually,
literal
wait a
model
second,
for it.
Don't they have like a Blizzard theme park in Japan or something? Or was it fake? I don't even know. But it was something World of Warcraft themed, and I think somebody had like ideas for it, or it was somehow a thing. I don't know though. I remember
a good
having this
concept.
idea though.
I got an idea for a ride, but I don't know how it would play out. Like when there's something like a Portal. That kind of vibe from it might be interesting. I don't know how you'd do it, but I just feel like, hey, make a Portal ride. You figure it out. Or anything but Valve, I guess. Like Steam.
They probably wouldn't get past the second attraction.
Oh no, forget that. Something like a Splatoon.
Oh, a real life
Yeah.
Splatoon.
Like, yeah, that'd be
Do that
cool.
in
Like,
Nintendo World.
Yeah, they probably will.
like the main hub. Like I would just love walking around seeing all like the neon like buildings and everything. It'd be pretty
Well,
cool.
You
if-
get there's like a
if the
huge
Nintendo
tower.
World thing goes really
Hmm.
well, we might actually be getting like, you never know, like there might actually be like the real Splatfest maybe that they might do, and like
Yeah.
Yes, like on a big
That'd
one
be
where you
awesome.
see
It's
Pearl
kind of
Marina.
endless with Nintendo and Universal if they can marry the idea very well, which I have a lot of.
That would be
Hmm.
fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish.
Splatoon rolls
Oh,
out.
it would be like pretty much just
Wait
like
a
paintball.
second. Yeah, Splatoon paintball. Like, what if
I'm-
that was a real thing?
Oh yeah, that'd be
That would
cool.
Be so neat.
I'm just getting sad now.
That
I
it
really
doesn't
want it
exist.
to happen. So what would you just like regular paintball where you hit each other, or just paint the map? I mean, well, I don't know. If you paint like the map, then people have to clear it up, and it would just take too long. And I guess just like whacking people in the back of the head with a paint like pellet would
Maybe if they made
suffice.
some sort of substance that was like
Ooh,
not as hard as getting hit by a fucking paintball, but
Yeah.
you could emulate the
actual,
single
just, like,
player and have like you put on the hero gear and you travel through Octo Valley and shoot a bunch of Octolinks.
yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh, like a.
Oh,
they could
or-
also have
or
like a
a,
target
um,
practice.
Or maybe like a Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters type ride. But
Yeah.
instead of,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the light, it would be like maybe like a projection thing that looks like paint. Who fucking knows?
Hmm.
There's several ways to do it.
There's some really good ideas. Hire me, Nintendo. Thank you. I came up with some great ideas for you. Thanks.
Come on, Nintendo.
Yeah,
Get
come
on it.
Nintendo. And Disney. Thank
Yes,
you.
step up. You get. Come on, Reggie. Come on, what are you doing, Reggie?
Your
Put
body
down
is
your-
ready, so act on it.
Put down the ice cream cone. Okay, time to get serious.
Put down the Fortnite.
Whenever somebody says Reggie now, I just think of that video where he's like, alright, well that's enough. I'm gonna go play Animal Crossing on my 3DS. And like, honestly, that is the most relatable thing I've ever seen.
I think of that one video where he just says, Bill!
There was also another
I love
thing,
that one.
kind of on Eastern E3 where he was like, "Join us in the battleground on Fortnite," and I was like,
Battle.
I can battle Reggie or join with Reggie in Fortnite on the Switch." Yeah, I love you, Reggie.
Reggie.
Reggie, my body is Reggie for Reggie.
Oh yeah, it was the Yokai Watch announcement.
Is it bad? I got like 50 pictures of Reggie on my computer.
Yes,
Because
it
he's
is.
just he's so memeable, and he's like a great guy. He's funny. Shut up, you don't know. You're just dumb.
Hey,
That's what you are. You're just dumb.
I
It's
have
episode
control.
3,
I have
and-
full control over your avatar. You know, I can make him pick his nose.
Oh. Okay. Well, it's episode 3, and already I'm feeling a little bit hostile.
All right.
Yeah.
What was? All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, sorry, Rick. Yeah. So, do you want to get into questions? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we did have one in the questions chat. What upcoming shows are you excited for?
Oh.
What is upcoming? Like I said, not a lot happens in 2 days.
Oh,
Yeah.
did the Tyler the Creator did his costume come?
Oh yeah. What was
oh,
that?
Shit, he has a cartoon.
The jellies.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
stuff
yeah,
in the
that thing.
yes,
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
in
excited for that.
stuff in the UK comes out a little bit later. Like I already said these guys, but The Incredibles 2 already came out like a week ago for you. I used to have to wait until like the 11th of July,
Yeah.
and I've already been spoiled the film by a bunch of reviewers. So, thanks. I already know what happened. Thanos comes in and I don't know. Yeah, modern cartoons. Well,
I'm not seeing anything on the IMDb or.
Apple and Onion, because apparently I sound like one of the guys in it.
Yeah. I like Apple and
The
Onion
guy-
actually.
Yeah.
But it's imperative that you listen to the theme song before you start watching it because it gets you in the right mood for it. You're like, okay, I'm not supposed to take this seriously.
I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, oh, we're doing one of these like dude bro. I thought it was at first glance, I thought it was like a dude bro cartoon, like Sanjay and Craig or something,
Oh no, it's
It's a
actually like
very
a laid back
wholesome
one.
show.
or Pickle and Peanut.
Very
But,
wholesome.
It's like a happy balance between
Yeah.
Pickle and Peanut and a Dude Bro cartoon,
I mean,
where it's kind of tolerable,
It's-
kind of not, but still, I'll listen.
it's
I'll watch it.
okay. But...
It might be. I don't know if it's canceled or if they're gonna renew it for another season because it only had like 11 episodes.
Well, I mean, it's not
Oh,
Teen
speaking
Titans
of
Go,
cancellation-
so it's probably not going to last very long.
Speaking of ending, do you know what else is ending?
What's that? Oh yeah, Clarence ended.
Oh, well, that and that and the Powerpuff Girls reboot.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That didn't last long.
my
Didn't rest.
yeah. I don't know. There was who's that YouTuber? He's like, hey guys, welcome back to more awesome. That guy.
Oh.
Is that guy?
Oh no.
No. Nah. He's Tan's got a tolerable voice. Feliska Bum 94. There we go. Him. I really don't like that guy. I'm sorry.
So apparently the
But-
final episode of Apple and Onion aired March 23rd.
What?
March 23rd, 2018.
Already?
Yeah. It.
Wait.
Hang on. Well,
Hmm.
yeah, the IMDb doesn't have like a dash over. It just says 2016 to 2018. It's over for now, I guess,
Wait,
until
so-
it's inevitably renewed. I hope.
Well, it wasn't
Wait. So does it say it was that's when they finished making the show, or was that when it was?
I never actually
Like-
saw them air a single episode of the show.
Huh.
It was
weird.
either on at a very inconvenient time, or I was just passed out.
I guess people just. Oh no, Cartoon Network, they played a prank. They said that, yeah, I know everything says Teen Titans Go, but we do have cartoons. It's actually Adventure Time.
Sorry, randomly keep
Um,
yawning.
Let's go.
Hang on. Did Welcome to the Wayne
oh,
ever premiere?
I got one. What are some cartoon tropes that bother you?
Well, hold on. I have a person that knows
Oh.
a lot about cartoons.
Well,
Woohoo!
Welcome to the Wayne did premiere like several months back, but it just seemed to like just vanish. Same with like Big Hero 6 the series.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
Like,
The
2 episodes
idea
of
of
Big
that
Hero 6
sounded
the
pretty
series.
cool.
Hotel Transylvania, the series.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a thing.
My-
I saw the preview
my-
for that. I was like, oh.
The Disney Channel in the UK, they kept trying to forget about that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, that's still a thing. I still have it. I don't know why you try to forget it. It's not that bad.
Is Tangled the series still going? Hang on.
I don't know. I think I'm on.
So-
I've been seeing adverts for new episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still going. Huh.
About the, I didn't. They never advertised this over here. It just kind of randomly aired. The Guardians of the Galaxy.
Huh. I
Like,
they didn't
it's-
advertise it over here either.
like I was actually kind of wanting to watch that, but then they didn't advertise. Like, oh wait, they already had it. Oh, okay.
Don't they play Ivanhoe? Where you're from, I think. I thought that looked.
Pardon, sir? What's that?
It's the show on.
You know, I have
I'm
no-
not sure, but they do advertise Gumball a lot.
That's upcoming. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They're
want.
like-
I really think he's adorable. I love him.
Um,
Him and his little tiny bird buddy.
Did someone say
Oh.
bird?
It's because of the bird that I really like it.
oh,
Oh, we got
I
the
got
bird
something
stuff.
funny about Apple and Onion. I just remembered they over here they had like an advert going on, talking about like a new awesome Cartoon Network show. And literally they said, "You remember the IT crowd? Well, here's where he is now." And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? This is like a kids network. It's like no one's gonna remember what?" I swear, I saw it. It was like, "Do you remember the IT crowd? This is where he is now." He is a Onion or Apple. I forgot which one he was.
Yeah. I think it was the pilot of Apple and Onion that kind of caught me off guard. The isometric perspective can only capture your interest for so long until it gets kind of makes me nauseous.
Yeah.
But luckily they dropped
I
that
don't know,
in favor of a 2-point perspective.
The style just kind of looks a little too bland, I guess.
Yeah. Like, if they made it urban, but they didn't make it unique enough. Like, I didn't see a lot of, like, graffiti or any, like, normal stuff. It was too clean.
Yeah. Well, you don't even have to go that much graffiti. Like, if you there's that
that's part
MTV
of
show
it, but,
called
you know.
Downtown.
The Downtowners.
Have you seen Downtown?
Uh,
It was like a really cool urban show that only had like 13 episodes, but it ran in like 1999. And it's pretty damn good.
yeah.
It's nice and mellow. It's good if you like. It's like the Comedy Central show Dr. Katz. It's like you can listen to it in the background while you just like doodling or whatever, you know.
Oh, I actually got some animation news.
Ooh, gone.
Remember, there was this canceled show called Undergrads that was on MTV, and apparently the creators got the movie
Yeah.
rights from MTV.
Oh.
Yeah, he was happy about it. He saw it on Twitter. I have full respect for that guy. He keeps trying to, even though it's been cancelled for a while, he keeps trying to bring it back, which is like, it's fair enough, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, Drake, have you seen it?
No, not yet. It's on my watch list along with a huge. Yeah, that's a huge list.
Like, I need to get around to watching the Boondocks. I haven't watched that yet.
Yeah.
Boondocks is really good.
Yeah. I keep hearing that the later season isn't as good, but I don't know.
They never
Still need to watch it.
never got to tackle topics like Black Lives Matter, and I kind of find that disappointing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Black Lives. Did they bring on like Joey Salad? If no, do you know Joey Salads, or is that just me?
Oh.
Okay.
I do.
He's one of those people that goes around harassing the public, but uses that as like a social experiment. So I'm gonna walk down a white neighborhood holding up a.
Oh.
And people are just walking past like, have you got anything better to do with your time? Like, we doing this or?
Reminds me of that one technology video.
And when he walks, down a black neighborhood with like a All Lives Matter sign, of course they start beating him up because that's realistic.
I thought you were gonna say yell. No, they're just gonna beat him up.
No, they started yelling until two came over, started running, and like started to beat him up.
My gosh.
Joey Salads actually paid actors to do that.
Yeah. He did another one about he put like a Trump sticker on a car. He's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna walk away for 15 minutes," and like a bunch of guys from the hood started like pummeling like all the windows and that. But there was a video of someone on a balcony filming everything. So when Joey Salads is doing intro bit, you see the guys supposedly from the hood like standing just behind the camera, like one's drinking a bottle of water. It's a social experiment.
That's terrible. Hey, we got another question. What ride would you want to see inspire a cartoon? Like a ride make a cartoon? Or a cartoon that was inspired from a ride, I guess.
The Smiler in Olsen Towers, maybe. That'd be a crazy cartoon.
Park ride made into a cartoon. I mean, they kind of made the Pirates of the Caribbean. It was a ride first before a movie. Or like when they made the Haunted Mansion. Oh man, I would have liked to like had like that like actual series of the Haunted Mansion.
Ooh.
That would be really neat. I want anything Haunted Mansion related, to be honest.
Oh,
Have
wow!
you seen the
Oh, have I got the movie for you?
The what?
Do you like Eddie Murphy?
Oh no, I know
gosh.
about that. I just mean like I don't know. Phantom Manor is really cool. I think we need some more content related to that.
Yeah, wasn't. Let me see. Oh yeah, wasn't Guillermo del Toro gonna do a Haunted Mansion movie?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, he was gonna do one. I don't know if he's still making it or not.
What's he up to? Like, I keep hearing he keeps doing different stuff. I don't know what he's actually doing.
He's in the new Kojima game, Death Stranding.
Oh, is he? That looks pretty good. Well, sorry. When's that coming out? This year or next year?
I don't know if there's a date yet.
Oh. There's also The Last of Us Part 2. One more question.
I can't find any.
Yeah.
There's podcast questions.
Okay.
I'm looking in there. We already went through all of them. What?
Oh no. No, I got one. Are you tired of modern cartoons using the Steven Universe Gumball style?
Oh, the quote-unquote CalArt style.
Oh my god. Please.
No, not really. Like, I'm actually really looking forward to Thundercats Roar.
You asshole.
Wait, why didn't
Really
they...
looking forward to Thundercats Roar. I think
Why didn't they call it Thundercats Rar?
Rar.
R-A-W.
Thundercats,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just call it Thundercats. Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
that would've
obvious.
In all realism.
Thundercats Ho. Thundercats Fair.
Thundercats Ho is actually kind of funny.
Do you think they're gonna pander to fur in that show? Well, okay,
It's a bit too round.
pan
do you think
excluded, but
Oh, don't make him cry.
What is that?
I'm
sound?
not making
Wait,
Stephanie cry.
wait, that
Stephanie's
that sound was Stephanie.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds like me when I
Sounds
was
like
younger.
there's a dying dog in here.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's just how people draw right now. It's like easy and animation efficient, quote unquote.
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it actually. I think most people that are complaining about it are just kind of forming like
Yeah,
they're forming an echo chamber where if they see someone else complaining about it, they'll complain about it. So it's like the CalArt style meme or whatever was literally created by the dude who made like Ren and Stimpy.
that
or
one
something.
GIF,
Yeah.
oh, that GIF, like the beat, like the
the bean with the mouth.
pamphlets at the bean.
Yeah, they
mouth.
keep
Yeah,
shifting.
and
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna take his opinion seriously, so fucking whatever.
What,
Like people
John-
can draw how
John
they
K.
want to.
You
mean John-
K. Yeah.
Why?
I
What
hate
he
him.
what
I'm just
what has
gonna-
he done?
I'm gonna go out and say this. I fucking hate John Crickfalusi, and I
Oh, but
John
wait, what has
Crick
he done?
Valusi?
Oh,
Crickfalusi, I think.
It's Chris Valushi.
I mean, his
Look.
art was great, but like.
Oh, and
He's a horrible
so you're gonna shit on John Chris Falucci? Well, you're gonna shit on his 13-year-old girlfriend?
No.
No, I don't even know. He had like
Domino.
I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna get into it. No, I'm not even gonna.
But yeah, like the way they draw them is irrelevant so long as what they're doing is good. If it's a comedy, it has to be funny. If it's an action cartoon, it's got to be engaging and awesome. You look at Gumball and Steven Universe, they have the same head shape, sure, but those are two vastly different shows.
Yeah, I mean, once you see Steven Universe in motion, it's a lot different to Gumball.
Yeah. Gumball's very
Gumball
static,
uses, like-
Steven's very
Yeah.
fluid.
Gumball uses a lot of like multimedia stuff as well. Like there was a character that had like really thick black outline in one episode.
Oh. There was a lot of them in
Okay.
season 1.
Yeah, it'll die off. It's not that people complain, but the style's not going to be around forever. It'll die
Yeah.
off at some point.
Yeah.
What was that? Okay.
I thought that was Shade's dad just yelling out Guitar Hero. Yeah, so
I
what other
think
questions were? Name some if no. So favorite regular show character?
That goat guy. I don't even know what
Okay.
his name is.
Thomas?
Oh, and High Five Ghost, of course.
Oh yeah. He picked mine.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a tricky one.
I'd say Skips.
Skips. Oh, yeah, Skips cool.
Might not actually be Pops just because he's funny.
My favorite was David Bowie. Because he had the song Heroes on the end.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, this cool as like my college. I say people ignore.
I mean, I heard you and I was laughing quietly in the corner.
Oh, no, that's just one. You're just being. You're like my tutor. Just like, okay, if I laugh, you might stop.
Oh, come on. That's not true. Even though it kind of is.
You might stop making jokes about Walt Disney Frozen in Disneyland.
Walt Disney Frozen, where's his head again?
Oh, in like Universal, I think it's on loan.
I don't know why they hide it. Make that an attraction.
Oh, they're using his head as like it's a fun fact.
It's powering
See,
the
in the
creativity
World-
of all the entire movie
Well,
industry.
you know the World Cup. Well, there was some asshole who kicked the ball into a garden, and the old man refused to give the ball back. And we're like, oh great, we're gonna have to cancel the World Cup. But then Disney were like, we got you, fam. And they gave Walt Disney's head over, using that as a football.
Speaking of the World Cup, they got a new mascot. This bird thing.
Oh, have
Yeah.
people drawn porn to it?
Yes. It's almost a world record of how fast they turned that out.
No.
I don't know why
Right.
they thought it would be a good idea to introduce another anthropomorphic character into the World Cup after the last year's
I'm sure a lot
Zombie
of
Baba
people-
debacle.
I'm sure a lot of people are happy about that. Maybe. I got a theory. Maybe they want.
I mean, it gives attention to the World Cup.
Maybe the EU wants that to be a meme, so people stop complaining about the EU trying to ban memes or put like a copyright thing. Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, the EU, European Union, they're trying to put this copyright thing on like pictures where, if someone puts like, I don't know, if I get like a picture of Mario, then I don't know, something like Nintendo could have the right to just easily take it down or something. Or I could get in trouble for it, unless it's like public domain. And I don't think they're gonna go through it, but but where I live in England, they're kind of removing themselves from the EU anyway, so it's like, I don't really care.
Memes are free.
Yeah, memes are free in the EU. Oh, come to England, we're breaking away.
Guys, we gotta stop net neutrality. Ugh.
No.
Oh yeah, net neutrality.
No, that is not a topic, Shay. Do
How long
not
have
start.
Okay, yeah. On that point, how long? I think should we stop it here?
Yeah, we've already
Thank
gotten
you.
an hour and 23.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Nesska. Oh, damn. Ness wants said she needs to go.
All right. So, Azure, I can't pronounce that. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Azure Wild
Azure.
at Twitter.
Azure.
So I post mostly cartoon shit. I'm gonna be going into cartooning. I'm tripping over my words. I'm gonna start college in animation in a couple of months, so expect a
cool.
shit ton of
Cute.
character designs from me and that kind of thing. And then,
Good.
Nesska, you wanna
Plug
Good
your
luck
stuff.
with that.
see yourself out? Thank you.
Well, I'm curious, Nesska. I don't really do much on the internet besides, I guess, post pictures of Baby Yoshi sometimes, I guess. I don't know. I just talk about a lot of stuff that I like. You can follow me either on Tumblr, curiousnesska.tumblr.com, or you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter, wherever the heck you want to me.
Hell
Hmm.
yeah.
Great. So, that was a dysfunctional podcast. Let's end it off here. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
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 Bye. Thanks for coming.